What's up guys, Ripdesk here with a little Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you. This gameplay is with the F2000. I'm going to show you guys how to use the F2000 on my playstyle on Sharky Peninsula Rush. So what I basically do is I try to stay on the top of the key. What that means is that I stay in the middle around in between the two MCOMs, but in front of them though, and just watch the spawn and lay down suppressive fire on the enemies that are running up like crazy idiots. You can basically get tons of kills like that and play the objective at the same time. So you look like a badass and an OBJ player, so that's always good, and you'll get plenty of internet high fives, and who doesn't like internet high fives? So yeah, you basically wanted to get as much fire down as possible on the enemy, and a great gun to use for that is the F2000, which gets bullets down like crazy because the supreme rate of fire compared to all the other assault rifles, and it has superior range to most of the assault rifles. Check out that triple. Bam! Triple! But yeah, it has superior firepower and range than other assault rifles. So that's always a good choice for playing with Rush, especially if you're sitting at the top of the key most of the match. That's how I use it. I try to implement my other playstyles into it, like try not to expose my body as much as possible, but you don't really need to use that too much because you will put down so much fire that the enemy won't be able to get a chance to look up and shoot at you, which is always great if you want to play as an anti-sniper, because getting all these bullets down range on them will definitely suppress them and they will not be able to see, and when they won't be able to see, their little light will go up, and then you can basically pick them off easy mode like that. And that's all good stuff. With the F2000, personally, I use the holographic, the American version, and the foregrip. On Conquest and TDM, TDM specifically, I'll use the suppressor sometimes, maybe the flash suppressor. But on Rush, where I know my teammates are going to be shooting around me a lot, I will not use any of that because I want to get the best advantage as possible. And when you're using the suppressor and flash suppressor, you can get a lot of recoil or stuff like that, and that sucks. So just kind of steer away from that when you're playing Rush. Especially Sharky Peninsula, where your teammates will be squished up with you in most spots. Like, for example, or I go AFK real second and I edit that out. So, for example, there's this one part in the end of the game where I always go to this little jungle part where you can get a good point of view. And if I had a suppressor right there, it wouldn't make too much sense because I would just get spotted anyways because my teammates would be right there next to me. And that would be very stupid to limit my accuracy and my damage for nothing at all, and that's basically why I don't use the suppressor or flash suppressor or any other little things on the end of it. I don't use the heavy barrel either because it says in the description that it can give you recoil, and even if it's a little bit, I still don't want that at all. And excuse me one second. Yeah, and you basically just want to go around like that, and in close range situations with the F2000, you can use it like that because of the high rate of fire. It's similar to a submachine gun. It doesn't have a lot of power, but it does have the rate of fire to actually get you those quick kills on those people, and that's always good. You always want to lay down your health kits and revive people as much, but you probably want to do it more since you can go around in the corners and go around in the close range of the map. But like other guns, like the M16A3 and other like long rifles, you won't be able to give health as much because you need to stay back and get fire on enemies because you won't be able to go run around and get close range kills when you're giving out health. And that'd be very stupid to risk your own life for your teammate's life, and maybe you'd both die once you revived them, and that would be 2 tickets, and that doesn't make too much sense. But right here in the gameplay, I get up on the top of the key, I get on top of a building, so on top of the key, yo dog, I heard you like the key, so I gave you the top of it, and you got on top of a building, and such as. So, hope you guys enjoyed the yo dog right there. But anyways, you want to move from building to building, especially on this map, because the enemies, especially on this point of the map, because the enemy does have an MBT, and you don't want to get zeroed in easily and get killed, because you always want to keep. I know defense, you can get killed. I'd rather get killed on defense more on offense, but you do lose a position on think of this like this: checkers. If you lose one of your chips, that's taking a chip away that you would probably take another chip away with, if that makes any sense. But that's kind of my mindset when I'm playing defense on Rush, and it helps me get better KDs, because if I'm not running around constantly getting killed over and over again and losing my defensive position, I'm getting a better KD, and I'm also protecting my team and protecting the objective, and that's always good, as I hit marker the sniper like 1,000 times. He gets in a bush, and I don't really know what goes on, but he's completely suppressed because not only am I shooting him, all my teammates are in that little jungle hill up there. And that's always a good place to go to, and I'll go to that at the end of the game. And right here, I get behind this little barrier, exposing me as less as possible, like I always like to do, and keeping down heavy fire on the enemies. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's a really good anti-sniper weapon to keep them suppressed and keep constant damage on them and make sure they don't get up from their hidey hole. And right here, I get up and save my teammate right there. I save Fade, I think. And this is a really good point in the map when you're playing defense on this section, because you can see all the enemies spawn, and you can basically lay down as many bullets as possible on them as quick as possible, and you will get many bitches and many kills. And who doesn't like many bitches and many kills? So if this video helped you out or anything like that with the gun or the map, leave a comment. Tell me which kind of gun you want next, what map you want next preferably, and don't forget to leave a rating and all that jazz. And now let you guys watch the last 10 seconds and look at my scoreboard. So as always, peace!